Coleman throws the ball to Cycling. He damn near beats the ball to Cycling. So now we've got a double team on Cycling. You'd have won that game, and this would be hard for a kid to do, but you would have won the game if Coleman would have stayed out of bounds. But he steps in bounds, and Keith Smart. Now, Keith Smart does two things that were more important than the shot he made, and this is one. So now Cycling has the ball. He's doubled up. Coleman comes in. Cycling throws it to Coleman. Keith is out here on the floor, but right in front of our bench. And on the pass to Coleman, Keith tries, damn near slaps the ball, but doesn't quite get it. And he grabs Coleman's arms and spins him around, and they call a foul on Keith. That was the thing that cost you the game. I mean,
you knew Coleman was not a clutch free throw shooter, or you knew that he just wasn't a good free throw shooter?
He just wasn't a good free throw shooter. He had a very low percentage. He was the best guy to foul, but I've always made.
And missed two.
Huh?
And missed two. He missed.
Yeah, missed both of them.
You were just hoping he'd miss one, figuring the odds.
No, I don't pray for little things. I said, God, help that son of a bitch miss both of them out there. So I don't bother the Almighty with chicken shit stuff. Make it something that's really going to be worthwhile.
Ever nervous you were going to maybe lose that game? You're playing against three guys that end up being three pretty good pros. You didn't have one pro on your team.
Well,
that's what kills me, man.
But then what happens now is he misses the two free throws, and we got another situation where another great play. A kid named Darrell Thomas is under the bucket, and he gets the ball. Now there's probably, I don't know, maybe 12, 14 seconds left. He gets the ball, and now Cycling and Coleman have him umbrellaed. And I would be willing to bet that this is the only player that was ever smart enough to do this. Instead of going up and getting it blocked, which ends the game, he gives a little fake, has some room, and throws the ball out to Smart, who's wide open.
Smart wasn't the first option, obviously. Or was it not like that?
Well, it was whoever we could. Alford was the first option.
Right.
But they really defended him. We couldn't get him the ball. But in all the 40 years that I coached, that's the smartest play I ever saw. When Darrell Thomas shot fake to get a little room, he spun and threw the ball to Smart about 15 feet away. He hit the
now, before the game, obviously you weren't favored in this game. Syracuse was. Were you all confident, or were you saying, wow, we're going to have to play a great game?
No, I always thought we could win. We didn't always win, but I always thought we could. If you were to ask Boeheim after the game was over, I heard him say this later. I said, that's a hard loss. I said, I know that. I said, but you'll win this. That's pretty nice of me.
I thought you'd send him some flowers and thank him for the gift.
No. Because sometime later, what's his name was coaching at Kansas.
Roy Williams?
Yeah, he's coaching at Kansas. And Syracuse wins.
Yeah, wins that tough game. That was a tough game.
And it was, things could have easily gone the other way, like in this game you're talking about. And so Syracuse wins, and Williams had come close with his team a couple of times.
Yeah, he did.
And Boeheim told him after the game was over, because Williams told me this. He said, he said, when Indiana beat us, and when we had a really good team, he said, Coach Knight told me to hang in there. He said, you'll win this someday. And he said to Williams, he said, so I'm telling you what he told me.